Okay, fourth graders, here's some math help. Let's start with our names at the top of the page. We're on lesson 10. It was the missing add-in lesson. I've selected a few questions. As you do your assignments prior to our Zoom call, go through and say, ooh, I don't know 4, or I don't know 8. And then when we get to our Zoom call, you'll have more questions. Yesterday we had a couple Zoom calls, and very few kids had questions. I thought that maybe you could ask a few more, get a few more helps for it. Second thing is, all work shown in the workspace, all answers in the answer key. In the last week we corrected a few problems that didn't have kids putting answers in the answers keys. Okay, so show your work here, answers in the answer key. The first one that I'd like to do with you is problem 1. It's on page 57. It's down at the bottom of page 57 here. Get a little more room on my desk. It says, use money manipulatives to answer the questions in the words problem. Yvette won $200 in an essay contest. Wouldn't that be fun? If she already had $467 before she won the contest, how much does she have after she won? So in other words, we have more money. So I started with $467. I want to line these up very carefully. My winnings were $200 more. It's pretty easy when we add 0. 7 plus 0 is 7, and 6 plus 0 is 7. And 400 plus 200 is now she has a total of 667. All the work in the workspace, answer with a label, goes in the answer space. Okay? All right, turn the page. Check out number 3. A few of you asked me on the Zoom call yesterday for number 3. It's just you reading this. So it says, write this comparison using digits and comparison symbols. 613. 613. I'm going to go ahead and write it. 613 is less than 630. 630. So I read it a couple times. It really helps me. 613 is less than 630. All right, another one that some guys are struggling with is one that's number 6. It says, what is 510? 510. I'm going to get it written down. Minus 51. Minus 51. I think sometimes once we have it set up, I think we can do the work. Okay, just make sure you borrow to do this problem. Okay, number 9. Think of one odd number. Now, don't go crazy. Just think of any odd number. First odd number that pops into my head is 5. That's an odd number. Think of one even number. First one that pops in my head is 4. I'm keeping them small, so it's easy. Any odd, any even. You could pick mine. You could pick your own. And then we're going to add them. Is the sum odd or even? In other words, is 9 odd or even? And it's odd. Anytime you take an even number and an odd number, you're going to have an odd number. All right, I'm turning the page over now. I'm jumping to number 26. It says, how many $100 bills are needed to make 1,000? So count by hundreds with me. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. How many do I have? I have 10. So I'd answer 26 like this. 10 $100 bills. Number 26. 10. Okay. 27. Sabrina folded 8.5 by 11. Now, every piece of paper that you use for your homework is 8.5 by 11. The folded paper made a rectangle that is 8.5 on the bottom. Notice the bottom didn't change. And how many on the side? So what you're doing is you're going to take half of 11. Number 27. What is half of 11? We don't know how to take half of an odd number yet, so we're going to break it down. What's the closest even number to 11? If I'm looking at my number line, it's 10. And what's half of 10? Equals 5. Well, we got to have the leftover 1 up here. Okay? And we're going to give that one the hi-ya. And we're going to make that into a half. 5 and a half. Do I need a label? Ooh, yeah, it's in inches. So make sure I have inches down as my label. Number 28 is half of 37,295 a whole number. Why or why not? Now, a whole number means there's no halves. And so you don't need to look at any of the 39,000s, the hundreds, the 50s. You don't need any of that. All you need to look at is the 5. Can you take half of 5 and get a whole number? You absolutely cannot. So the answer is no. And then why? Because it's odd. You just need a clipboard? Yeah. So in my doorway over there, I have a whole bazillion clipboards.
Ones like this?
Yeah. 29. Write a rule that describes how to find the number of dogs for any number of paws. So now you have the paws. You have 4 paws. How many dogs do you have? 4 divided by 4 is 1. You have 8 paws. Run around your living room. How many dogs is that? 8 divided by 4 is 2. Unless, of course, you've got a 3-legged dog or something strange. So we're going to take paws, divide by 4, because most dogs have 4 legs, equals dogs. Paws divided by 4 equals dogs. And number 30 says how many dogs are represented by 28. So we're going to take 28 divided by 4. If you're not sure how to divide, you take 4 times some number equals 28. 28 divided by 4 equals 7. 7 what? 7 dogs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them for you. All you have left is 22. Now, guys, what's shocking to me is we corrected your assignments yesterday, and after doing 8 problems with you, some of you only got 4 right, which means you didn't watch my video. Make sure you watch the videos. They'll give you lots of helps and tips so that you can do today's problems better, and those same problems will show up again tomorrow. God bless the rest of your day. Continue working extremely hard.